How would you introduce your current self to your younger self? Wow, what an unbelievable question. How would you
I know.
introduce Oh God, she's laughing. Okay, go. What?
Hey, this is the older version of you. Don't piss her off. Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off the script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Hey!
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
How about this booby trap I've got going on here? The microphone, it doesn't have a stand because I'm at the ranch, so it's the ghetto setup. The headphones, because of course Coors Light. I'd love a Coors Light right now. The corded headphones, because my other ones aren't charged. And again, I've been boycotting those for a while now. I'm telling you why. This is why. Hi, Angel Face.
Hi. Hello.
We got a big show for you that's coming out on Thursday, which we can't wait to dive into. Lots to discuss as we head into week 8. Erin is still doing guasha, Marsha. And we will discuss all things on the big show. But I gotta tell you, pregame, I love when
people bring it.
They really do. And I love when I get these questions. And we love when we get these questions from you guys. So thank you for writing in. As always, it sparks conversation and things that sometimes we wouldn't even think of. So thank you. Want to start this off, girl? You want me to?
I got it. Abby Christine, where do you find all your energy and motivation? I'm struggling this week. We'll talk more about it in the big show. Listen, Chris and I are pretty high strung. We have a lot of energy anyways. And I feel like one of the reasons why we're really, really good at what we do is when it's time to turn it on, say less. We gotcha. Motivation, I would say, I don't want to speak for my gal, but I just feel like we're wired that way. I mean, there's a lot of times that I'm like, oh my God, I'm already going to have to leave on this day. I've got to do this, pick it back up. I love what I do. I love the people I'm around. And that's just my work life. My home life. No, I'm kidding. I'm having a mom Monday.
Mom Monday. I like that. A mom Monday.
It's hit me in the face, as you could tell.
Stop.
But yeah, energy, I would say this week is kind of hard to come by. I'm tired, but I think it all stems from loving what you do, having genuine excitement, interest in what we do. I think that's mine.
I'm going to tell you exactly what my motivation is. I don't want anyone else. Let me try again. Well, someone will come for my job if I can't spit it out.
Try and come for my job.
My motivation is very simple. This is a job I have always wanted to do my entire life. I dreamed of having this job. And now 2 decades later, I'm still lucky enough to have it. And I never, ever, ever take it for granted. Even if I'm tired, even if it's this, even if it's that.
Even if you're throwing up the day of your game, which I will tell you, you were, and you had a Michael Jordan night. You looked spectacular. You handled that desk. That leather number I need. You said you feel like you're going to die. And I said, well, if you're going to die, they're going to bury you in that outfit because you look great. You did.
Well, thank you for that. It's yours because it's a one-time wear. Pass it off to you, not to be confused with Wear by Erin Andrews, which I need to get an update on what's on that line behind you. I digress, but staying on task, time and task, the job I've always wanted to do. And I think about this a lot, especially when the graphics package went down in the C block. And then I bitched to you about not conducting a perfect segment. I don't care if the studio goes dark, the lights go out on us, the lights go down on Georgia. What is the song? The lights go out?
When the lights go down in the city.
I love this job. It is a job that I've wanted my entire life. And I don't want anyone else to take my job. Try to come from my job. The seat that I am lucky enough to sit in on Thursday night and on Sunday, even if it's, things happen during the broadcast because it's live television or in studio, nothing would take away my enthusiasm for this job. And they will have to drag me off the set and like force me to quit this job before
They
I
don't
ever
need
do.
to. You're so friggin' good at what you do. You really are.
That's very sweet of you to say, says my best friend. But I just love this job. And I know Erin echoes the same sentiment. So the energy is easy because it's our favorite thing. You know, yes, we have a lot of things that we like, but it's the job that we always wanted. Okay. I'm so sorry. Was that long-winded? Exo
Squirrel.
Malu. Jesus Christ. Exo Malu, have you... We've got a text coming in from Ryan and Kurt. Text coming in when the lights went out on Georgia. Thank you, Ryan. Okay.
Thanks, Ryan.
Exo Malu, have your favorite Taylor Swift songs changed since you ladies talked about it when it first dropped? That's such a great question, because guess what I listened to halfway on the ride up to the ranch, which is a couple hours long? I dove, good English. I dove back into our gal's album because I was thinking to myself, whenever I get around the ranch, I always listen to a lot of country music. So I was like, on the drive up, I'm going to listen. I revisited some John Mayer songs. Man, he has some bangers, this guy. Also went back to Taylor's album because I was like, I've obviously repeated Opalite, Canceled, Father Figure. And I was like, you know what? Let's spend a little time on some of the other ones.
What do you got for me?
I mean, it's so great. Also, shout out to, we love shout outs on this. We should have a whole segment called Shout Out Everybody.
Shout out.
Kylie Kelsey just fucking gets it.
Great.
This brought
so does Jason. So does Jason.
They all do. Changing her bio to I love Japanese maples. It's just, she gets it. So I like Wood a lot. Wish List is good. I don't know. There's a lot of ones, but
Ruin the Friendship.
Ruin the Friendship.
And do you know the whole story behind it apparently?
No.
Yeah, my friends actually were, you know them, Jamie Greenberg, Kylie Heathhair. They were telling me, yeah, they are cuties. They're real ones. Here we go. So the song is about basically taking chances in a friendship, but you don't want to ruin the friendship. That's what I took. Now there are people that have dove into this whole thing, even the mother of the boy that people are suspecting she's singing about, a kid that she grew up with, would actually invite him to her house to listen to songs. Again, people, I do not know if this is true. I'm just telling you what's out there in reports and all the things. And so I guess she says in the song that her good friend Abigail calls her to tell her about the passing of this boy. She goes back to the hometown to go to the funeral. She says in the song, she goes home to the grave and I should have kissed you anyway.
No,
so
he died?
People are suspecting this is about a friend she had when she was growing up. So it's kind of interesting to listen to it then. It hits you different. So I really like that one.
Oh, wow.
And the mom has said publicly that she really appreciates her keeping his memory alive with the song. She thinks it's about him, but not sure. One memory we know that she made was when she made the donation to that little girl. That went public this weekend.
Yes. Know how we feel about this. You know, anybody that is going through a difficult time, name the situation. But you know how we feel about pediatric cancer patients and just just any pediatric thing. You're a mother. I don't need to explain this to you. But yes, Taylor's donation of $100,000 to her is just so sweet. And
this little girl, Lila, she's suffering, I think, from a rare form of cancer. Her mother shared publicly that there was a donation given for her GoFundMe page. She's been admitted to the hospital. She'll have 3 months of chemo, 3 months of stem cell treatment, help us less burden their expenses so they can focus on taking care of their baby girl, Lila.
I can't take it.
No, I can't either. And then there was a video of her and she was watching Taylor. This was before, I believe, the donation was made. And her mom's like, "What are you doing?" And she said, "That's my friend." And then they got the donation. Ridiculous.
So sweet. So sweet. It just further highlights what an amazing person she is. And yes.
That was just a pregame question. That just went off the rails.
Oh, shoot. Well, what's to do? Welcome to our podcast.
Ryan just goes 10 minutes.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I hope you guys listen with your passport because you're going to go on a journey. You know, we don't know where we're going to end up. Where's Waldo? Anywho, Should we keep going? Okay.
Yeah.
Heather Briggs.
Briggs.
Go.
What's Matt going to be for Halloween? He's going to be Nene. He's going to be Nemo. His homie Nemo. He loves Nemo. So let's hope we make it to Halloween. You know what I mean?
His homie Nemo.
Can I
asked
say
you
that?
this the other day. I said, "Are you guys doing a family thing?" Because you did a family one last year, and you said, "Oh yeah, we got the whole thing." Which reminds me, since she's also top of mind, Kylie Kelsey talking about her attempt to do a family Halloween, and that went awry because all of a sudden, I can't remember which one of her 17 children, and she would appreciate me saying 17 children, was like, I don't want to be Ariel anymore. And so then it disrupted the entire fucking family because Jason was King Triton. Kylie was supposed to be Ursula. Anyways, so at that point, she's like, we're never doing family themes again. Oh, but I'm excited this year. I get to go with you trick-or-treating.
Oh, are you going to come?
Yeah, it's on a Friday.
I love it.
Yeah, last year I couldn't come because it was on Thursday. So, watch
Joel,
out.
I can't make it next weekend. So there's that.
No, me neither. Can I tell them that we're both out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Allison, you're up. Anonymous, how do you keep the spark alive in a long distance relationship?
Don't know.
Who's in a long distance relationship?
I am. Haven't found mine. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. Don't call TMZ and say we're divorced or we're getting a divorce. I'm on.
I don't want to have to go through another one of those.
Chris, it doesn't need that. I'm gouaching over here. I don't have time for that.
Jared, get off the back nine. Your wife's on the back burner. No, this is crazy. Who's in a long distance relationship? Should I be worried?
I've been in one. You've been in one, yeah?
How did I keep the spark alive? It was a fucking
it's
dumpster
obviously
fire.
Gone.
Yeah, it's Jesus Christ.
We didn't end up with our long distance. Well, I did a bit with what was his name? With Jared. No, I did a bit. I was living in New York. He was out here in California. To be honest, I came to California a lot, which was really, really hard and really expensive. It's hard. It's really hard. But I would say my number one thing is you don't want to allow a lot of time to pass, because then it just becomes comfortable with letting time pass and not seeing each other. Yeah.
Am I crazy? No, I was just thinking about how at the time, because I was with all the wrong people, I always was like, I love a long distance relationship. I get to miss the person. I that. Well, hello, after therapy, what I've come to realize is if you're with the wrong person, you love the distance. I now love being with Steve. Like, I don't like to go a few days like without him because he's just my favorite human. And so I'm like, look, I'll take some alone time. Let's be honest, right? But like, it's like a 3-day max situation. And after that, I'm like, I miss you. You can come back. I've had enough alone time. But yeah, I guess if you want us to answer the question, Anonymous, how to keep the spark alive, we didn't really have long distance relationships except,
tiny bit.
Yeah. So we apologize if you asked this question and we're looking for a real answer. Next.
Ex Hera. What does a reset day look like for you ladies? Well, it wasn't my day today. Tomorrow I am taking time. I'm going to go get this face worked on. I would say like taking a couple hours, getting a workout in, getting something done for self-care, self-help, because I selfishly need it.
Do you just touch the
it was very hot. It's hot. Okay. We'll talk about it. I burned myself.
Erin's touching a situation on her forearm, which I have yet to hear the story. So we're going to find out together on the big show. As far as the question goes, Carolina Herrera. Wasn't your wedding dress, Carolina? Wow.
So nice.
Mine was Forever 21 and that didn't last more than 21 days. So worth the money for you. My self-care day, well, I have a home game in California. So I'm up at the ranch, which is, I've said this before, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but the second I start to drive up the hill, my stress level comes down. I get so excited to see all the animals.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. I can't wait for you to be here with me. But the dogs all greet me at the gate and it makes me emotional every time I come through the gate. I just get so excited to be with these animals that are here. So yeah, I think when the opportunity presents itself, it's being at the ranch is my self-care. But when it's not, it's some kind of workout. I love The Clear Light Sauna. Girl, let me tell you more.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
So good.
Say
Infrared
less.
saunas, a facial, and just running errands. Errands is also something I really like.
Really?
It makes me feel very productive, and I also like getting my nails done. That is another thing that I enjoy doing. Okay.
I did a little bit of a color, a teeny tiny smoosh of a little smoosh.
Yeah.
A darker nude.
Cute. I almost looks like it has like an undertone, like a mauve. No, or am I just seeing that?
Yes.
Good.
Mauvey Mauversons.
Okay. Last but not least, we've got Ethan. No, excuse me. Is it Ethan? Ethan. 62198. 8675309. How would you introduce your current self to your younger self? Wow. What an unbelievable question. How would you introduce?
I know.
Oh God, she's laughing. Okay, go. What?
Hey, this is the older version of you. Don't piss her off. Am I wrong?
Is that about yourself, or is that like what I would say?
No, that's not you.
Wait, don't piss her off. That's very funny. Don't piss her off is good. How would you introduce your current self to your younger self? Man, I got to think about this.
Mine would be something about like, you think you work hard, meet the older version of yourself. I thought by the time I turned 40, I would be done. I just did. I thought I worked so hard in my 30s.
That's
so
good.
By the time I'm in my 40s, I've never worked this hard in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's because being a parent is so hard, and work and the combo.
But I have so many projects on the table. Like I kind of thought it would get easier being a sports broadcaster at this age. I did, because I've done it all. It's not. I think it's harder because it's like, I don't want to get too comfortable. I want to continue to challenge myself. I want to see where I can get better. Even yesterday, we did I was on the Commander's sideline. Jaden Daniels goes down. God, I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
And Z said to me, because it was a blowout in the fourth quarter, he goes, hey, right before we end this game, I want you to do a quick recap of what happened. And I got so nervous because I was like, this is a big injury. And so I want to be able to summarize it in a way that it matches the video. I get all the information. We didn't have a lot of information, but you don't want it to be a quick hitter where you're just like,
he went down, he went in the blue tent, and now we are waiting for an update.
No. What else can I add that I know? You know?
I think I couldn't love you more. I think that says a lot about the integrity that you have for your position, for your profession. And I echo all those same sentiments. The question at the beginning of the pregame was, how do you find motivation? And it's because I don't take this job for granted, and I don't ever want someone else to take it from me, because I haven't put in the work and or the effort that it deserves. In saying that, I also think that just from the various chapters in my life, as far as missteps in relationships, or, maybe being a little too honest about some things and thinking that would endear me to people, I would say now to my younger self, don't be so trusting. That be a little bit more guarded. And that doesn't mean that you can't love, and that doesn't mean that you can't let people in.
Yeah.
But I was very much like, Noah's Ark, let's bring them all in. Everybody gets a spot at the table. And guess what? Not everyone gets a spot at my table anymore. And it's okay to be picky, because that means that you're particular about the people that you let in. And so for that, I'm grateful. And I'm not jaded. I'm just wiser as I've gotten older. So
yep. I love
with that, we say welcome to the Calm Down podcast. And thank you for these questions are great. I said
they're
at the beginning,
so great.
Not even knowing, because I don't like to look ahead to see what the questions are, because I like to be in the moment. But thank you guys for being so insightful.
They're thoughtful.
Yeah, very thoughtful. So join us on the big show. We're going to find out what that ace bandage on Erin's forearm is all about.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.